And we are rolling. What's up, guys? Welcome to Unlimited Freedom. This is Vaughn with Unlimited Freedom. Today, we're going to be getting into an update about NOVATECH. Okay, I want to do some. I want to kind of go over a couple of these latest messages that have been sent out through their NOVATECH News official Telegram group, and I want to, kind of give you a little bit of my take on it, a little bit of reaction to it, and just kind of crack into that. But before we do, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor, okay? I'm just a guy who comes on here. I talk about what I'm doing in a lot of different platforms, a lot of different areas. We talk about cryptocurrency on here. We talk about Forex trading, high-frequency Forex, dividend stocks, the stock market, crypto platforms. So we've got a lot going on here at the Unlimited Freedom Network, okay? And the reason why it's a network is because we're not just focusing on one platform here. NOVATECH is one of them, but we've got a lot of other opportunities that we look at here on this channel, okay? So I'm all about diversification, diversifying your portfolio, and having more than one option, so that way if something were to happen with, one of your platforms, it's not the end of the world, because you have others that are going on to fall back on, other investments to fall back on. All the platforms that I talk about on here are linked in the description. So the description is just the description of this video. So you're looking at my face right now. You look down, there's the description. You click on it, click the word more, boom. It opens up a drop-down menu, and it shows you a link to every single platform that I'm involved in, as well as a link to my book, The Power of Leadership. I did this book last year with Matt Morris. Very, very, very good book. 200 plus pages of free game. And yeah, there it is. So I wrote a chapter, Matt wrote a chapter, and it's got chapters written by a lot of other great entrepreneurs. You can get that also in the description. Also, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, also, we have a live show every Friday, 12 p.m. Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time, where I go over your guys' comments. So please drop me a comment, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, drop me a comment. That way, maybe your comment will get chosen. I randomly select the comments, and then we go over those live every single Friday. So it's a good time. Also do some back and forth with the live chat and things of that nature. So it's fun. So all right, guys, let me go ahead and crack into a couple of these. All right. So let's start with this one, okay? This says, in an earlier update, we advised that we would not be charging the $25 service fee to our members for a period of 90 days. Okay, however, removing the service fee inadvertently caused some accounts who had not yet paid it for the month to not receive their ROI earnings today. We are aware of the issue and are working to correct it immediately. We will update once a fix has been implemented, and thank you for your patience. Now, what I want to say about this is that this is interesting. This announcement came out on Friday while we were live here on the broadcast. And it was actually, as the announcement was coming out, I had a loyal subscriber in the chat on the program typing the announcement into the chat so that we could all see it there while the live Q&A session was going on. So shout out to you for doing that. That was really great. And we found out right away also that this is not entirely a true statement, because in this statement, they said that some of the accounts who had not yet paid their $25 service fee were now not receiving their ROI because of this glitch. So track with me now. This was a message about the accounts who had to pay the $25 service fee in the past, but now we're not able to pay the service fee because they had waived the service fee. And they're saying that because of that, it inadvertently affected the ROI. However, a bunch of people have written to me, contacted me, and said, hey, that doesn't make any sense because I don't owe an ROI. I've got over $25,000 in my account, so I don't have to pay that $25 fee. But still, I didn't get my ROI. Okay, so it's not connected to people who were paying that fee. It has happened randomly. It happened maybe to everybody. I don't know who all it happened to, but happened to many people. And what this tells me is that they think that what had happened is it had some sort of connection with when they suspended those $25 payments. And that messed up the system to where the ROI wasn't being posted. I don't know why that would happen, but the truth may be even scarier than if it were, like, let's say it just was a flat out deliberate lie. Well, that would be one thing. But if it's not a lie, if they actually don't know what happened and they're saying, well, maybe it's because we messed with the $25, but we don't know. We're not really sure why your ROI didn't post. Sorry, we don't know. That's scarier to me than if they just flat out lied about it, right? It's like, I mean, it's at this point, it really doesn't surprise me, just because it's like, guys, and being on here doing these updates, guys, every single day, it is something new with NOVATECH. I can hardly keep up, right? Like every single day, it's a new blunder. Something else breaks. Something else doesn't work. Another thing that they said they were going to do doesn't turn out to be true. Every single day. So why would I really be surprised as these things are coming in? What I am is that more than anything, I'm disappointed, right? Because I'm trying to, I'm like a lot of you guys, I'm hoping that it catches its feet, gets its second wind, gets back up, and people are still able to make money with NOVATECH, right? NOVATECH was a great concept. It's been a great company. I've made a lot of money with it. A lot of people have made money with it. We would like to continue doing that, but it's kind of hard when something new is going wrong every single day. And then you've got the hardcore supporters who just they like NOVATECH can do no wrong. I really believe that for the hardcore supporters, the hardest of the hardcore, I think NOVATECH could legitimately steal your money and you wouldn't care. Like you would just believe in them till kingdom come, no matter what they did. Right? That's really the feeling that I get from some of you guys, because it's like, no matter what happens, you can't give me a break here. You got to keep on saying, oh, I'm being a hater, or I'm being this, I'm being that. It's like, no, I'm just reporting the news. I'm just reporting what's going on, right? Fix it, right? That's what I've been saying. Fix it, but it hasn't been getting fixed, right? It's been they're trying, they're saying that they're putting different things in place. They put this parameter in place, and now all of a sudden, it's like they're not hitting the new parameter that they just put into place. I'm having people getting a week behind on payments again, 2 weeks behind on bonus account payments. I got people contacting me who still haven't been paid for the end of March. So what's going on, man? All right. So that's that one. Oh, let's get into this one. Now, this one really, I got a clown on them for this one. Remember, this is a notification for all of us. Remember, you can always go into your back office and get many of your own questions answered. If you don't find the answer after taking time and going through everything, then you can ask someone. The link below is from the back office, and when you click the link below, it takes you to NOVATECH's frequently asked questions page. So it's not like they're not even anymore saying, hey, you can write us a support ticket. They're not even saying that anymore. They've like completely shut the door on support at this point. They're not even saying, hey, we've revamped the support system again. No, they've already revamped the support system 2 or 3 times, and they're still not answering their support tickets. So now they're going, hey, go through the frequently asked questions. Click around on the website, and if you can't find it there, just ask somebody else, right? Ask someone else. Don't ask us, because we're not going to respond, right? So if you can't find your answer posted up on the website, just ask someone. Well, who do you want me to ask? I don't know. Maybe the guy sitting next to you on the bus. Maybe he'll have an answer for you, but we won't, because we're not going to answer and we're not going to provide support. You cannot make this stuff up. So that's basically what that message says. Basically what that message is saying is, hey, quit sending us support tickets. We're not going to answer you. If you can't find it on the website, then ask somebody else. And if they can't help you, I don't know what to tell you. But we are sure not going to help. We're definitely not going to help. Am I wrong? Isn't that what that sounds like? I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. What does it sound like to you? Right? You can always go into your back office to get many of your own questions answered, okay? If you don't find the answer after taking the time and going through everything, and that's basically another jab at you saying that you don't go to the site, you're not taking the time, you're not even looking at the frequently asked questions. They're it's like a snarky jab at you as the customer. If you can't get your questions after taking the time and going through everything, then you can ask someone. Ask someone. Ask who? Who's someone? I don't care. Anybody. Ask somebody, but we not. You may as well not ask us because we got nothing else to say. So once again, I mean, no sign of support getting better, right? No sign of support getting better. We've now got a new issue popping up with this ROI that didn't post for whatever reason. And, now that's like they're trying to fix this over here. They're trying to fix that over there. They're trying to catch up to their bonus account payments, which they're still not caught up for, guys. It's April 9th, right? We're rolling into, but blink an eye, it's going to be April 15th, halfway through the month, and they're still just running behind. They're lagging behind. So what's going on, right? That's the question. And, be nice if we could get an answer, right? It'd be nice if we could get a straight answer, right? All right, here's the next one. It's a holiday weekend, and our developers have already been contacted to help apply a fix. We would prefer to wait till it is corrected to push commissions to wallets for Monday cash outs. Okay. So, are you saying it's still not going to be ready by Monday? So, okay. Please note, in order to prevent further errors, the monthly service fee was reinstated. However, a credit will be issued to all users during the month to compensate for it. Man, this is just getting more and more convoluted. Right, so now they said, hey, let's just reinstate the fee, and now you had to pay the $25 fee, but now you're going to get credited for it. It's like, I think the $25 fee is the least of our worries. Right, I think the $25 fee is probably the least of our concerns when it comes to NOVATECH. Right, I think that there's other things that we're far more concerned about than that little $25 fee. Thank you very much. Like, how about being able to get out the tens of thousands and in some cases hundreds of thousands of dollars that we've got sitting in your trading account that we have no access to? How about that? Well, can we get some of that? That'd be good. I mean, just a thought, right? Just a thought. In our April 1st letter, we specifically talked about our goals with these new changes and understanding this may take a reasonable period of time to adjust to. Yeah, well, what I remember is you said it's going to be several months, right? Several months was what was said. And that was actually in the little voice message that Cynthia left before they actually put out the statement. She said, "You guys are going to have to be with me for several more months, right? So we don't have an end in sight to this, right?" Okay. All right. In order to show our commitment to our members, we implemented these changes with very little backtesting so that we can deliver changes by the April 1st date we committed to. Sometimes when rushing to an outcome like we did, it will present more adjustments needed. We will grow through it with all of your blessings. Enjoy the holiday weekend for those that acknowledge, and let's all be anxious for nothing and grateful for all. Okay, God bless leadership. Okay, so I want to kind of hone in on one of these sentences here. It says, sometimes when rushing to an outcome like we did, it will present more adjustments needed. Well, was it really like a rush to the outcome? I mean, you've had the trading accounts frozen since like the end of December. So that's the part of December. Then you got January, February, the whole month of March. I mean, it seems like you had well over 90 days, well over 3 months to get everything together here. Why do you feel like you're being rushed? Right? Or was it just that they said, "Hey, we got to do something by April 1st," and as the date was getting closer, they just threw something together? It sounds more like that's what they did, right? Sounds like they kind of threw something together at the last minute. I mean, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, right? I'm just reading the thing just like you are. I'm just telling you what they wrote. All right, now we're just going to get into the holiday messages, and it's like an Easter card with a scripture, and then it's got a live broadcast of their church. Um, and then it says, "Yes, the greatest gift ever, and we can't never repay." Okay, so that's still, I think they're talking about Jesus. They're not talking about NOVATECH. So they're talking about their beliefs, right? Their Christian faith. So here's what I want to say about that, and I know that this is a touchy subject, but guys, the best thing that you could do to show me your Christian faith at this point is to just be honest and truthful about what's going on with the company, and actually, you know, show me your faith by your actions. Right? Take when you're taking these steps, make sure that you're able to actually follow through with what you're saying. Cuz currently it's looking like you're not able to, right? Especially with these bonus accounts. People are still in my DMs, guys. People are still in my comments saying that the bonus accounts are not showing up. They're withdrawals from like the end of March. So you're still falling behind, right? So there just comes a point where I'm genuinely curious what you guys think about this, but there just comes a point where it's just more important to lead by example and to show me your faith with your actions, right? Rather than just telling me about it with your words, because it sounds good, right? It sounds good. And then here's the other thing, guys. It must be said that some people, now I don't necessarily believe this. I think that, look, I'm not the arbitrator or the judge of another person's faith. Okay, I don't know who believes what. I don't know. I'm not the guy who's going to tell you who's going to heaven, who's going to hell. I'm not that guy, right? I've made that mistake in the past, right? And I'm not going to make that same mistake again, because the truth is, no one knows except for the Lord. He's the only one who knows who's real and who's not, right? He's the one who has to sort them out at the end of the day. It's just my job to love people, right? It's my job to try to, you know, to try to represent to the best of my ability. Even, fallible man that I am. I'm human, right? I make mistakes. We all do, right? So, do you guys think that this stuff works? Like, do you think that that like playing the God card? Do you think it works? I'm curious. I mean, it really doesn't work for me. What it does for me is it almost gives me like red flags when people do that. It almost makes me feel like there's something insincere going on when you're too much over the top about God all the time, right? Does that sound bad? Right? I mean, does it sound like that? Does that sound inaccurate or wrong? I mean, I honestly, I just want your opinion, because this is my thought on it. My thought is, like, if somebody is way too much, just especially like you're a financial company, right? And you're just like very, 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 very like strongly into preaching your Christian faith to your people, right? And she's the Reverend, right? The Reverend Cynthia Pettion, right? She's a Reverend, and they talk about, a lot of times I've said that the chat feels like a church service. Sometimes it feels more like a church meeting than it does an actual company, right? And what do you guys think, man? I mean, for me, I just wonder, like, does this stuff actually work? Like, apparently it does. There's a book, a famous book. It's a political book. It's called The Prince, and it was written by somebody named Machiavelli, right? Machiavelli was an Italian political scientist. He wrote a book called The Prince. And in The Prince, he talks about principles that people can apply to gain influence and power over other people, right? And one of those principles is that you have to act like you're religious. Isn't it interesting? It says, It's actually like this political leadership principle that you have to act like you're religious. And in the book, he literally says you don't have to be religious, right? You don't actually have to believe the stuff. You just have to act like you do, and it's going to give you political power and influence. I mean, that kind of blew my mind because like I've always been the guy that kind of like, I don't know, man, you know, a little bit skeptical, especially when people who are coming out over the top about their faith. Like they're all about it. It's like, okay, what are you hiding? Right? What skeletons do you have in the closet to where you're so, you're so holy and perfect and everything? What are you hiding here? Right? And that maybe I'm wrong, you know what I mean, guys? Maybe I'm wrong. But that's always been how I felt about it. But literally, like in this, and this book has been around for ages, right? It's written in Florence, Italy, right? Back in the day, right? I've been to Florence. It's beautiful. I saw the statue of Machiavelli. I took a picture next to the statue. It was great, right? You should check out Florence if you ever get a chance to do that. Hey, are you financially free right now? Because if you're not, there's some links in my description that'll help you get there, right? And if you watch this channel, I believe you'll get there, right? And it's great to be able to travel, to go where you want, when you want, do what you want, right? Be able to be free to have time freedom, money freedom, financial freedom. Therefore, if you wanted to go to Florence, you could go to Florence, right? If you wanted to go run the Tour de France, you could run the Tour de France. You could do those things because you've achieved that freedom. Now, having said all that, it's interesting that people use that like you can literally use religion even if you don't believe in it and it works. That's the thing that kind of blows my mind about it. It's like it works with people. Has it worked on you before? I mean, I'm sure it's worked on me before, when people have quoted scripture and things like that, and it's made me more, think that they're, kind of. I said, okay, man, this guy's a Christian, right? He's quoting the word. He knows what he's talking about. Okay, I like this. I like this guy, right? I admit that I know I've done it, because it appeals to this emotional side of you, right? This emotional part of you, your deepest beliefs, your most sacred beliefs, and you want to believe in the person. You want to like the person, right? And so that's a powerful thing. Now, am I saying that Cynthia's not a real reverend? No, I'm not saying. Am I saying she's not a Christian? No, I don't know, right? I don't. Is that my job to tell you who's a Christian and who's not? That's not my job, right? Or who believes in this or that or the other thing. I'm sure that there's a lot of NOVATECH members who are not Christians, right? You probably got Muslim NOVATECH members. You probably got Jewish NOVATECH members. You probably got, humanistic, whatever, science-based people, right? So, I am what I am. I'm not going to apologize for it. It's who I am. It's what I am. And hey, if you don't like it, then you just don't like me because that's part of who I am, right? Take it or leave it, right? But not everybody believes the same thing. And so what I wonder is, does this work? And I know for me personally, what I would like to see is more action and less talk. So once again, and he's got problems on top of problems on top of problems, right? Now that with this $25 thing, first they were taking it away, now they're putting it back, then they're going to do a refund for the $25, and in the meantime, it screwed up the ROI. They're still behind on the bonus account withdrawals. I mean, is this plane crashing? Like, are we in a slow plane crash right now? Is the plane going down? Is that what's happening here? Sometimes it feels like it is. Now, what I would like to see them be able to catch up to their word. I mean, even if you let's say that even if it's so bad that they can only pay out bonuses once a month, well, that's fine as long as nobody's gonna like that. We're not gonna be crazily happy about that, but what can you do that you can actually live up to at this point? That's what I want to know. What can you do that you can actually live up to? Apparently you're still not able to get the bonus accounts out in a timely fashion because once you're late a week, now you've got another Monday, right? And now you've got another bonus account withdrawal coming in. You're still late with the one from before. So how are you going to come back from that? It's going to snowball, right? So even if they could only do it once a month and we needed to wait the whole month, like, hey, we could do bonus accounts and trading accounts once a month, and you're going to have to wait the whole month. And at some point, During that month, you will get that bonus account. And at some point during that month, you will get that small percentage of your trading account. But that's the best we can do right now. Okay, well, at least that would be honest. Right? At least that would give us something we could work with. Because maybe you could live up to that. Right? I don't know. Guys, this has been an update on NOVATECH. This is the latest and greatest news about NOVATECH. Never invest what you cannot afford to lose. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for my trading course. It's going to be coming out soon. And yeah, you guys have a great day. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care.